I think that's why we got to keep believing in our depth. That's kind of the reason why we're here. All year, our depth's been good, and that's right from the top of the lineup all the way down to both goalies.
Yeah, dig deep, 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 deep. The season is on the line for the Avs tonight. Colorado has their backs against the wall and will need to win all 4 remaining games to punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals. The question remains, will the Avs rise to the occasion, or will they melt in the Vegas heat? We hope not. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. There is some good news for Colorado fans. Nathan MacKinnon will play tonight after taking a puck to his knee. It looked really painful in Sunday night's loss. Let's bring in our John Treach, who's joining us from Las Vegas as well. John, MacKinnon's status isn't the only big news. Head coach Jared Bednar is also changing things up in goal.
He's changing things up in goal. Mackenzie Blackwood will take the net. And yes, guys, good evening from the desert. You know the old saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, the Avs are also missing the shots they do take as well. And I tell you what, this team is especially not making them count when they're behind or late in the game. But now they have a great opportunity, a great shot at bringing the Western Conference back to Denver. Yeah, the Colorado Avalanche have 60 more shot attempts than the Golden Knights in this series, 33 more scoring chances, and more high danger opportunities. But they still trail 3-0. Keep shooting, but keep playing with aggression is the new theme of the series. Some will say play as if there is no tomorrow. The Avs contend there will be a tomorrow if they make their shots count.
Nothing you can do about it now except go out there and give it everything you got in next shift and try and move past what's happened in the past and correct the things, and ultimately everyone has to be better.
I'm confident that we'll be ready to come out and try to better our performance from the other night. Doesn't guarantee a win, but I think that our guys' heads are in the right spot and kind of got nothing to lose now.
Despite being down 0-3, we still feel as though if we do what we do, we have a chance to change the course of this series, and it's all about us in here and our details, our habits, our work ethic, our compete, our jam. We know all areas we got to be better in order to turn this thing around, but we just got to focus on the next one. We can't think about 4. We got to focus on 1 right now.
We're an hour from game time, and music is officially pumping at T-Mobile Arena. Let's see if the Avs can bring the juice too.
We certainly hope so.
Thank you, John. We're going to move on to the weather. Warm temperatures sticking around the Denver metro area. Still some storm chances, though, we're tracking this week. So we're going to send it over to senior meteorologist Chris Bianchi.
You know where we've got the juice? It's here in southern Colorado, where we've had a lot of those showers and storms the last couple of days, including here in Los Alamos County, where we do have some storms off in the distance. But again, getting some beneficial rain in southern Colorado right now. In Denver, it's been mostly quiet. Skies have been pretty ominous. It has been breezy, if not straight up windy at times today. But temperatures upper 70s around the metro area. Those winds will relax this evening. Now, we do have a few showers and storms approaching the southern parts of Douglas and Albert counties, and also still seeing quite a bit of activity here in the mountains. But in Denver, things will stay quiet for the next hour or two. Just still going to watch and see how much of this survives the trip down the Palmer Divide. But most likely here in Denver, we stay dry for the rest of the evening. Southern Colorado, though, again, this is where we've had the bulk of the activity, and we'll keep it there for the rest of the night. Mountains, though, some showers and storms for us here in the high country. In Denver, it'll stay quiet, but then tomorrow we could have a better chance for some showers and storms. And as the week wears on, we're going to see increasing chances for some stronger storms. I'll tell you about those in just a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. The city of Denver is looking to suspend a smoke shop's license after an undercover operation found it had multiple violations. The city said its inspectors found repeated violations over the last few months at Vibe Smoke Shop on East Colfax, a few blocks off Quebec Street. Those violations included selling products to minors, selling banned products like mushrooms, and having alcohol despite not having a liquor license. Spokesperson for the Department of Licensing and Consumer Protection says the businesses trying to make their bottom line shouldn't come at the expense of children.
It's no profit is worth selling products that could hurt kids. No profit is worth that.
So the city has ordered the shop's owners to attend a hearing next month to plead their case as to why they should keep their license.
Soon, you won't have to depend on the trains at DIA to get to your terminal. The airport announced it is planning to build pedestrian walkways between concourses. Airport leadership says they will repurpose portions of its existing underground baggage tunnels for the walkways. You know, the baggage thing that never worked. Right now, there is no walkway between the B and C concourses. That means you do have to get on the train. But if you travel through DIA a lot, you know, sometimes those trains aren't reliable. That's despite the airport investing more than $75 million into the trains. DIA says construction on the walkways is expected to finish next year or early 2028 or 2029.
Dozens of people are without a home tonight after an apartment fire in Aurora this morning. You see the video here. Aurora Fire Rescue says the fire started about 1 a.m. in a building on North Dillon Way, which is right near 6th Avenue. It took crews about an hour to put out the fire. A total of 24 apartments were impacted, 50 residents displaced. The Red Cross is stepping in to help them out. 2 people were treated for smoke inhalation. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. A former Mountain View Town Council member goes on trial tomorrow accused of shooting a teenage boy in the face.
Brent Metz claimed immediately that his gun went off accidentally. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates details why intent may not be the matter at his criminal trial.
Brent Metz heads to court Wednesday for a trial that could end in a prison sentence. It was September 2024 that 2 boys, 117, 115, hopped a gate at Metz's Jefferson County home, hoping to get permission to take homecoming photos on his property. According to court documents, Metz arrived after the boys returned to their car, boxed them in with his pickup, and pulled a gun. A single shot rang out, hitting the older boy in the face. Metz exclaimed, "My gun went off."
A statement by the accused about what happened is typically hearsay.
But in court, 9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson says the jury is likely to hear that spontaneous statement.
The law permits admission even of self-serving hearsay when it is what is an excited utterance.
That could help his defense on the most serious of the 4 felonies he faces, second-degree assault. So could this. The kind of gun involved has been the subject of other lawsuits asserting that it went off without the trigger being pulled.
You couple that with the spontaneous utterance by Metz just after the shooting, and you have the elements of an accidental discharge.
But even if the gunshot was an accident, that may not prevent a conviction on the second-degree assault charge, which alleges not intent, but recklessness.
Jurors might conclude that it was reckless to point a firearm at all at individuals who were not even on your property at the time.
If the jury were to convict Metz of that second-degree assault charge, he would face anywhere from probation on the low end all the way up to the possibility of 16 years in prison. He's also facing 3 other less serious felonies, including 2 counts of menacing and 1 of illegal discharge of a firearm. This trial is scheduled to run 3 days. Live in the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.